Happy Tuesday, friends. So, yesterday we started this conversation about leadership with one pretty simple idea. You don't need a title to be a leader. And today I want to take you into a place where most of us spend a whole lot of our lives work. And before anybody says, well, Susan, I'm not a manager, I know, that's kind of the point. Because leadership at work has a whole lot less to do with what's printed underneath your name in your email signature and a whole lot more to do with how you show up. And I want you to think about that for a minute. How are you showing up at work? Like, not what's your title, not how many people report to you, not whether you have the corner office. Although, if you have the corner office with a really good coffee machine, congratulations. I mean, what do people experience when you walk into the room? Because that is leadership. Maybe you're the person who notices when somebody's having a hard day. Maybe you're the one who stays calm when everybody else is losing their ever loving minds. Maybe you're the one who says, "Hey, we'll figure this out." Maybe you're the one who encourages a new person. Maybe you're the one who does the right thing when nobody's watching. Maybe you're the one who brings a little humor into a stressful day. Maybe you simply make people feel seen. Well, friends, that is influence, and influence is leadership. I think sometimes we've made leadership way too complicated. We picture the CEO, the executive, the person standing on a stage, the person running the meeting. But some of the most influential people I have ever known were not the ones with the biggest titles. They were the people who changed the temperature of the room when they walked into it. And listen, we can change the temperature in both directions. We all know that person who walks into a meeting and everybody thinks, oh boy, here we go. So maybe today's question isn't, am I a leader? Maybe the question is, what kind of influence am I having? Because whether you realize it or not, people are watching how you respond when things don't go your way. They're watching how you treat the person who can't do anything for you. They're watching how you handle pressure. They're watching whether you take credit or give it. They're watching whether you gossip about the person who just left the room or protect them. They're watching whether your faith only shows up in what you say you believe or in how you treat people. And that one gets me. Because I don't think our faith at work always needs to be loud. Sometimes it looks like patience, integrity, kindness, grace, doing excellent work, owning a mistake, keeping your word, encouraging somebody who needs it, and maybe, just maybe, being the person who refuses to participate in the drama, which, depending on your workplace, may qualify you for sainthood. I don't know. But here's what I really want you to hear today. When your work is not separate from where God can use you. Your job may not be your calling. Your current position may not be where you stay forever. You may even be in a season where you're wondering, God, why am I still here? But that doesn't mean there isn't purpose in how you show up while you're here. Again, Ephesians 2:10 says, we are God's workmanship, his masterpiece, created in Christ to do good works that he prepared for us in advance. And I don't believe those good works only happen in church buildings or ministries. Sometimes they happen in offices, classrooms, hospitals, restaurants, stores, conference rooms, Zoom calls, school pickup lines, and yes, even in that meeting that absolutely could have just simply been an email. So here's what I want us to think about today. Instead of asking, do people see me as a leader? Ask yourself this: how do people feel after they've been around me? Do they feel smaller or stronger, more stressed or steadier, ignored or seen? Because you may never know the full impact of the way you're showing up. But somebody notices. And more importantly, God can use it. So today, wherever you're working, whether you are leading a company, teaching children, serving customers, caring for your family, building something of your own, or trying to figure out what your next chapter even looks like, remember this: you are already influencing the people around you. You are already leading. The question is simply, how are you showing up? And maybe our prayer today is just, God, help me show up today in a way that reflects you. And that's it. Nothing fancy, no new title required, no promotion required, no business cards required. Just be intentional with the influence you already have. I'll see you tomorrow because we're going to take this leadership conversation somewhere else entirely. Home. Because if you think leadership only happens at work, oh, friends. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. And remember, you don't need a title to lead. You just need to recognize the influence you already have. I'll see you tomorrow.